Hey guys, happy Easter to everyone at home. Hope everyone's doing well. I know we're under some tough, challenging times, but all you can do is try to take the necessary precautions and stay in as much as possible, but stay busy too as well. I'm trying to stay productive, and I've got a bunch of side projects that I can work on that I'm now getting to finish. And since there's this quarantine that all this time that I have on my hands, I can, do some other things. So that's very key to pass your days, pass your time, is to try to stay productive and busy while at home. But somebody had brought this to my attention about Skyping with their loved one. And it's kind of hard for their loved one to comprehend what's going on when they're looking at a computer screen and they see a person on the other end. It's not the same as being there in person. Now, for my advice for those who are using Skype to communicate with their loved one while they're quarantined is how you would appear in front of your loved one in person is what you want to try to simulate or mimic as best as possible. So if you know that you're showing up with your hair combed a certain way, you're wearing a certain hat, or you're wearing a certain jacket, these are things that'll help your loved one, I think, identify with who it is that they're speaking with or who they're seeing on the other end of that laptop or that phone that they're doing video with. So it's the look. The look is number one, I think. So you want to make sure that you have a certain look, a look that you have that you would visit your loved one in person. The second is definitely lighting. You got to make sure that you're in the right lighting. They can see your face, or else if it's grainy, it's cloudy, it's going to distort your image and you're going to look like a totally different person to them. So everything's got to be on point, I would think. These are just some of the things you could probably try doing to help to make that connection in their mind as to who you are while they look at you via through the video screen while using Skype. And third would be, if there is conversation, there's bits of things that you do within your interaction while you're with them in person. Like for me, for instance, it's the music. That's the thing that helps my father identify with who I am. And then he starts to look at me more clearly, more closely. And then I think he's able to make the distinction between who I am and who he thinks I am, if that makes any sense. So the moment I put that music on or I start reciting some lyrics from a song, he starts paying closer attention to the screen. And that's when I have his attention. Then I keep building on that. And then we form that relationship via video screen using Skype. And then what I try to do is I have 15 minutes of time with my dad via Skype. So I'm trying to get 3 video chats in a week. There's only so much time that the place that he lives in will allow you because there's other residents, which is understandable. So I try to take up as much time as I possibly can throughout the week so it becomes a repetitive behavior on our part. So he can, each time we connect via video through Skype, it's something he starts to become more familiar with the passing weeks, the passing video sessions. So let's go down that checklist. Number 1, you definitely want to try to appear on the video screen wearing what clothes you would normally wear, hats, scarf, maybe your hair's combed a certain way, but you want to try to duplicate that appearance that you would if you were visiting your loved one in person. So that's number 1. Number 2, make sure you have proper lighting. The lighting is very important so they can really see who it is that they're speaking with. And then number 3, if you can figure out what it is that brings you two together, that makes you can make a connection with them using it. For me, it's music. So if you can try that, that's another thing that'll support and I think help make the connection between your loved one and yourself. So I would try these things and stay busy, frequent. So you got to stay on top of it as well. So because this is the norm. This is the norm for now. I know it's temporary, but treat it like it's what it is going to be for the future. It's the unforeseen future, but that is for now anyway. But yes, 3 times a week. If you can do 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week, I think the more you do it, the better it'll be. and it'll help with making those connections with your loved one using videos via Skype. So I don't know if any of this information is going to be helpful to you, but this is what makes sense in my mind, and this is what I'm doing. And so far, it seems like my father's sort of making that easy. He's making the transition into understanding who I am the moment that the nurse brings in that laptop into his room. So, and I know that because he'll say this to me at some point. He'll eventually say, "It's good to see you again." So anyway. But I hope that helps all of you. Give it a try. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. And have a great day. Happy Easter, and be safe and healthy. Till the next time.